pending exam results will be announced within half a month, informed Chief Minister Nongthong Bamburin. Advises opposition party not to make such a fuss about it. "24-hour statewide ban imposed by proscribed National Revolutionary Front cripples normal life in state." State cabinets move to lift ban on brewing, consumption and sale of liquor. In-state faces stiff opposition from civil organizations and general public. Villagers of Kangpat Kulen still stuck in darkness in this 21st century despite state government's claim of electrification and last mile delivery of electricity in every nook and corner of state. And Manipur logs 0 new COVID-19 cases and deaths in last 24 hours. State's recovery rate improves to 98.45%. Hello, you're watching IS Primetime English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I'm JESSIA OINAM giving you the news in detail. Chief Minister Nongthong Bamburin informed that all the pending exam results will be announced within half a month and advised the Congress not to make such a fuss about it. The Chief Minister was speaking during a state-level seminar on the recently launched book Modi at the Red 20 Dreams Meet Delivery at City Convention Center in Palace Compound today. The event was held as part of Seva Pakhwada organized by BJP, which will be held till October 2nd. Chief Minister Bamburin claimed that BJP has announced job results which have been pending since the previous government. He maintained that the BJP government has improved and ensured youth employment in the state. He took a swipe at the opposition party for making false allegations and creating unnecessary chaos in the state. The Chief Minister also highlighted the welfare and developmental activities initiated by the BJP ever since it came to power in the state.
Honorable Prime Minister, my political maturity as a leader, I know the lie I call you legend and I have I don't know. Today the Amnesty Party Prime Minister Magi Section 2 Magi citizen and also the Sept Prime Minister Modi is rejuvenating our culture and connection to Dharma. Clear message from PM Modi, we must remember who we are. See, I'm going to be I was what you may have mentioned. Who we are, we are. Canada, Kangu, Kasukangs, what they were mentioned. But I went to Kanga Sadagi, Lukan, Sanimaya, Kabalo Toriba, Non-Pok Tonga Sariba, Mauga, Makel, the heritage site, we told from the Sagleba, just Karagiwan. I don't know, Sisi, Modisi, Akuiman.
Normal life came to a standstill in the state as roads wore a deserted look in several parts due to the 24-hour statewide ban imposed by proscribed National Revolutionary Front NRFM in opposition to the Manipur Merger Agreement of September 21, 1949. Almost all the shops and private establishments remained closed and vehicles remained off-road. Major business centers and markets in the state, including Pauna, Tangal and Quiraman markets, remained closed. Educational institutes, both government and private, also remained closed during the ban. Banks and other financial institutions also remained closed in view of the ban. Interstate transportation ceased to function except for emergency. However, pharmaceutical stores were seen open during the shutdown. No unwanted incidents were reported during the shutdown. Denouncing India's annexation of Manipur, through the Manipur merger agreement signed on September 21, 1949, the proscribed NRFM had imposed a 24-hour ban. A statement issued by the outfit's Information and Publicity Secretary questioned if there is any provision clause in the Manipur merger agreement which says that Manipur can never regain its sovereignty. Saying that the government of India is answerable to this question, the NRFM asserted that September 21, 1949 was the day when all the rights of Manipuri people were forfeited. The State Cabinet's decision to partially lift the ban on brewing, consumption and sale of liquor in the state has met with stern opposition mainly from civil organizations and various sections of people. Coalition Against Drug and Alcohol CADA, condemning the state decision to lift prohibition on liquor in the state, demanded immediate withdrawal of the state government's decision. Press release from CADA Secretary General Gitchandra Mangang said that the main cause of unrest, violence, crimes, and domestic violence in the state is alcohol and drug abuse. He claimed that 80% of the state's population consume illicit substances. He asserted that, as per the National Family Health Survey 2019-20 report, 37.5% of men and 0.9% of female consume alcohol in Manipur, adding that although Manipur is a dry state since 1991, it is ranked 5th in the list of top alcohol-consuming states and union territories of the country. He maintained that alcohol has been associated with violent crimes, domestic violence, sexual and physical assault, homicides, etc. in the state. He added that as the consumption of alcohol became so widespread, women in Manipur mobilized themselves into what is popularly known as the Nisha Ban movement in 1970s against the sale and consumption of intoxicants, especially liquor. He expressed discontentment that, amid the relentless efforts of the Mayra Paibis, women folks and concerned netizens to curb alcohol and drug abuse in the state government decided to legalize selling and brewing of liquor. He expresses discontentment that the state government has failed to implement the Manipur Liquor Prohibition Act 1991 effectively till now. He lambasted the then government under former Minister Oibobi and the present government under Chief Minister Nongthong Mombrain for repeatedly attempting to legalize brewing and selling of liquor in the state despite stern opposition from various sections of people. The CADA General Secretary, noting the statements made by Tribal Affairs and Health Minister Letpao Haukip, stating that the decision to lift the prohibition on sale of liquor was taken up considering the health issues caused by consuming unregulated liquor apart from income generation. He questioned whether consumption of regulated liquor will prevent health hazards. He also refuted the statement of the minister which said that despite the ban of liquor in the state, brewing, selling, and consumption of liquor is widely prevalent in the state. He maintained that the Manipur Liquor Prohibition Act 1991 was enacted by the state government itself and asserted that it is the sole duty of the government to fully implement the act in the state, adding that its failure to even implement the act clearly signifies that the government is weak. Mentioning the statement that partial lifting of prohibition would generate at least 600 crore rupees of annual revenue, he questioned whether the Manipur government, by lifting the prohibition on the sale and consumption of liquor, will be able to curb the alcohol-induced crimes, domestic violence, and health problems in the state, and said that it will be a fatal mistake to take the decision with a narrow view just to boost the state's revenue. He condemned the state's government's inability to produce a white paper demanded by CADA on the likely income and revenue and other merits and demerits of lifting liquor ban till date. He reiterated the demand of the people and CADA to withdraw the state government's decision to lift prohibition on liquor, which will be disastrous for the youth and resulting in a sharp increase in criminal acts at the earliest. It may be mentioned that State Cabinet chaired by Chief Minister Nongthong Mombrain resolved to partially lift the ban on brewing, consumption and sale of liquor to boost the state's revenue as well as minimize health hazard caused by the consumption of unregulated liquor. As per the Cabinet's decision, the prohibition will be lifted from all the district headquarters, including Imphal City, tourist destinations, hotels, with at least 20-bed lodging facilities and camps of security forces. However, those transporting liquor from one place to another would require possessing a permit. Meanwhile, despite the state government's claim of ushering in progress and development in the state, residents of Kangpat Kulen is still stuck in dark ages in this 21st century. Located near Indo-Myanmar border, Kangpat Kulen in Kamjong district is one of the most backward areas of the state. The village, which has around 120 households, receive electric supply only for 10 days in a month. This is despite the government's claiming electrification and last-mile delivery of electricity in every nook and corner of the state. Even though prepaid meters have been installed till now, there is no proper electricity. Speaking exclusively to IS News, head of Kangpat Kulen, Joshua Chitwang highlighted the plight facing the villagers, especially the students of the village, owing to no proper electricity. He maintained that the students are unable to properly attend online classes owing to the problem and said that those who are dependent on electricity for to perform many functions every day are left crippled. He noted that some households have resorted to using solar lights, candles for survival, and most of the household finish prepping for dinner before sunset. He maintained that as the night falls, darkness descends in the village and life grinds to a halt and the students are unable to study. He urged the state government to look into the issue concerning the people of the village with utmost importance and try to resolve them at the earliest. IS News video journalist Sanajao Baningombam brings you an exclusive report in this regard.
Kunasi Jumak Sam Purum Tarbazu, Langana, May Pagnak Pandamda, Git Lighting Azu, Tamu the Mitrani, May Lakli, Manamasina Kunjasina, Angang Laitoba, Amadi, Mayina, Tangai Padana, Season Ayadaba, Tabasinda, May Pangam, Manamna Awaga, May Nari, Hiramasi Matanga, Kunjasina, Ice, News of Pongo Bogam, Luminasi.
A quick May Matang to the show, DC the show, quick complaint over, Aduka Quickie, Kamjongi, right and long Hanley, quick long show, Tore, Adursu Winner, Yate, Adutore, Sheme, Shoire, and a Sunta with the lights, a quick in a Pangre, Aduna Yamware, Aduka Moigi text the Adu Chap Chanasum. Ni kita muna bil saya aduna koi tangkai su pire adugo ojik su bil su credit tole jikti khapai lahan koi ki corona matam dati yam lui have the angang sing si school ka ya du online da loina phone pai ba laptop pai ba adu su taw ya da ba aduna yam wana leki koi ki electric si phajana regular taw bi du ki koi Pracasing yam wanare atau basing di koi low tupak surga kengna lakunina mamgre adu light laktabnina may kendan thalaga chang sang thonga charibisi koi duma yam awabatai adu hoji koi na handing bedi sarkar na jan yingsim biu miyeng chang bidna koi ki electric department da pairiba moi department busu sarkar na kra haibiraga koi disu chang nai na electric si thabiu haibasi koi sarkar da si hajaning
Paunamjariba Sanajao IS News, Kangpat Kulen.
Manipur registered 0 fresh COVID-19 cases and 0 deaths in last 24 hours. The state's cumulative coronavirus cases stands at 139,796, out of which 24 are active cases. According to the latest updates from COVID-19 Command Control Room, death toll remains at 2,148. Meanwhile, on a positive note, 4 individuals recuperated from the disease in the last 24 hours. With this, state's recovered cases has increased to 1,37,624. Recovery rate has improved to 98.45%. State's daily positivity rate stands at 0.0%. India reported a spike of 4,510 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's caseload to over 4.45 crore, while active caseload has dropped to 46,216. The country also reported 33 new COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours, taking the total death count to over 5.28 lakh. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 5,640 recoveries were registered in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of recoveries to over 4.39 crore. The country's recovery rate stands at 98.71%. Over 216.95 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top 3 states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 61 crore 82 lakh, while more than 65 lakh 33,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 59 crore 81 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Meanwhile, the Teachers and Medical Officers Association, Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, Imphal, condemned the manner in which the healthcare providers of Casualty RIMS Hospital was intimidated by a patient party using small firearm on the evening of September 20. Press release from the association said, while the medical community of the whole country has been appealing to make hospitals a violence-free zone, lamented that occurrence of such violence in a tertiary care hospital in the state is very unfortunate. The association appealed to the public to make RIMS Hospital a violence-free zone and also urged the authorities concerned to book culprits under the Manipur Medicare Service Personnel and Medicare Service Institutions, Prevention of Violence and Damage to Property, Act 2015 at the earliest, and award him befitting punishments at the earliest. State Police Department has appointed 774 riflemen for promotion to the rank of Havildar on regular basis in order of merit. The riflemen were appointed as per orders by Director General of Police on the recommendation of Class 3 DPC held on September, as approved by the government of Manipur. The notice also said that the selected riflemen will be on probation for a period of 2 years. Now it's time for a short commercial break. We will be back with latest news and updates. Keep watching IS News.
September tang kuntaruk October tang mga phauba pangthok segani bandhau sangle laipung harau thongni ila kunipa lakshuba lining inat kaloinana isai tawdri pena pung wari libana chingba thawal phangbiba yajagani pari sataba imom pomdaba thongni jagani pari phangnaba imom phangnaba taibang punamak ki yai phanaba thawjal pinabigani sengkhok sanjai sidayai nadayai kumja kudingi thawjan Pibago. Leipak sahong mahong naba kunjaw lay saw naba yabi mara tamna ingna pa naba sidana da nabagi thawni su pangthokani. Panthaw sangle laipung harau thawni ilani. Thawgal phangmi hasi lamdam sida lairiba taibangsa aikhoi kudima. Meragi tarani panba lai harau ba loibana me lai khaiden ka ba khurai khaithel da kajagani. Sinbang jariba nongpok sing to maite laikon thalo sibilu seloi lamai jeng imalaisiam inaloisa. Imphal nongpok.
Welcome back. You're watching IS Primetime English News. President of Lomi Sinmi Apunlub Lausal, Mutum Churamani, urged the farmers to strive to produce sufficient agricultural products and make Manipur a self-sufficient state. He said the same during the Lomi Ningsing Numit at Lomi Ningsing Yumbi in Pundongbam in Imphal East District today. Mutum Churamani recalled the efforts of Jananeta Hizam Irabot in striving to boost the economy of the farmers. He mentioned that the day was held in remembrance and honor of the farmers who have laid down their lives. He noted the hike in prices of essential commodities in the state, adding that some people are selling the products in high prices at their own whims. He further emphasized on the need to make Manipur self-sustained and exhorted the people to make collective efforts for achieving the target. Lausal also reaffirmed its stand to work selflessly for the welfare of farmers in the state. Attendees also paid homage and floral tributes to the memorial stone and observed 2-minute silence as a mark of respect to the departed souls. District Legal Services Authority Chandel organized one-day legal anti-drug awareness program on effective implementation of strategies towards eradication of drug menace at Southeast Manipur Higher Secondary School, Kapam, Chandel District. The program was held as a part of Ajadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav campaign under the aegis of Manipur State Legal Services Authority. Principal, Southeast Manipur Higher Secondary School, Rumin Shangoru, Retainer Lawyer, District Legal Services Authority Chandel, J.K. Lucy, and Legal Coordinator, Legal at Clinic Community Network for Empowerment, known as Irananda Singh, were the resource person of the program. The resource persons highlighted the NDPS Act, Narcotic Drugs and Psychotropic Substances Act 1985, and legal punishment for illicit trafficking and abusing of drugs causing drug menace in the state, role of the Golden Triangle borders of Thailand, Laos, and Myanmar in causing drug menace. They also highlighted the various steps, challenges faced by an individual in the process of abusing drugs and its effects to the individual as well as the social environment. Youth Coordinator Drugs Gon Babina Sanabam also conducted an interactive session with the students who participated in the program, wherein they were sensitized about the harmful effects of drug menace and were encouraged to avoid drug abuse. Manipur joined the rest of the globe in observing International Day of Peace today. Lions Club of Imphal City United organized a day on End Racism, Build Peace at Kangla Gate today. Speaking at the event, President of Lions Club of Imphal City United, W. Johnson, wished that the day usher in peace, progress, and prosperity in the state. Lion Club members also released several dubs in front of Kangla Gate to mark the day. They also distributed food to the people and also carried out a poster campaign on the occasion.
Imphal City United Club ki president nama oina ngasi World Peace Day gi thorom asida akoina prithvi da leiriba mipum khudingmakpu nungsi janana leminanaba amadi mateng amama pangnaduna nungsinana sanana leminanaba damakta akoi masen mi amaga nungsinadabagi wakhan thadok piduna nungsi janana leminanaba gi paujel ama oina bijabani.
As a part of its continuous efforts to promote peace, harmony, and stability in the area, None Battalion of Assam Rifles under the aegis of Headquarters 22 Sector Assam Rifles and Inspector General of Assam Rifles East organized an awareness program on the occasion of International Day of Peace today. Team of Scotland Company of None Battalion Assam Rifles organized an awareness program in village T. Komno. The program aimed to convey importance of spirit of unity and spread the masses of End Racism, Build Peace, which is also this year's theme for International Peace Day by United Nations Organization. The event was attended by village authorities, villagers, youth organizations of village T. Komnom and neighboring village Foljang and school children of Thanglonbung UJB School T. Komnom. The team also organized a painting competition for children of all age group with theme of International Peace Day. Prizes were also distributed to those who tried and performed well in the painting competition. Now we have the national news. Continuing the streak of significant seizure in a major swoop down, the Directorate of Revenue Intelligence (DRI) has seized 394 pieces of foreign origin gold bars weighing approximately 65.46 kg and valued at 33.40 crore rupees, which was being smuggled from neighboring northeastern countries. Specific intelligence indicated that a syndicate is actively planning to smuggle foreign origin gold from Mizoram and using domestic courier consignment of supply chain and logistic company, hereinafter referred as logistic company. In order to interdict the contraband, UP Gold Rush was launched by DRI, and a particular consignment declared to contain personal goods destined to Mumbai was intercepted. Examination of the consignment at Bhiwandi, Maharashtra on 19/09/2022 led to recovery and seizure of 120 pieces of foreign origin gold biscuits weighing approximately 19.93 kg and valued at about 10.18 crore rupees. Further, analysis and investigation revealed that 2 other such consignments sent by same consignor from same location to same consignee destined to Mumbai and in transit were dispatched to the same logistics company. The second consignment was located and intercepted in Bihar. Upon examination at the warehouse of the logistics company, it led to recovery to 172 foreign origin gold bars weighing approximately 28.57 kg and valued at about 14.50 crore rupees. Similarly, the third consignment was intercepted and examined at the Delhi hub of the logistic company, which led to recovery and seizure of 102 pieces of foreign origin gold bars weighing approximately 16.96 kg and valued at about 8.69 crore rupees. This series of detections have helped unearth novel modus operandi of smuggling foreign origin gold into India from the northeastern part of the country and through domestic courier route of logistics company. Such detections reinforce DRI's ability to detect and combat unique and sophisticated methods of smuggling. A total of 394 foreign origin gold bars weighing approximately 65.46 kg and valued at approximately 33.40 crore rupees were recovered and seized in multi-city operations. The Gujarati film Cello Show has been announced as India's official entry to the Oscar 2023. The Film Federation of India has announced India's official entry to the 95th Academy Awards. It has been selected in the Best International Feature Film category. The film is set to release in theaters on October 14 in India. Cello Show, which is titled Last Film Show in English, had its world premiere as the opening film at Robert De Niro's Tribeca Film Festival and has won multiple awards across various international film festivals. Director of the film, Pan Nalin, has thanked the Film Federation of India and jury members for selecting his film for the Oscars. Cello Show is a coming-of-age drama which revolves around a 9-year-old boy who resides in a remote village in India and his love affair with cinema. The film shows how the little boy spends the summer watching films from the projection booth. Now we have the sports news. Manipur All pending exam results will be announced within half a month, informed Chief Minister Nongthong Bombarine. Advises opposition party not to make such a fuss about it. "24-hour statewide ban imposed by proscribed National Revolutionary Front cripples normal life in state." State cabinets move to lift ban on brewing, consumption and sale of liquor, and state faces stiff opposition from civil organizations and general public. Villagers of Kangpat Kulen still stuck in darkness in this 21st century, despite state government's claim of electrification and last-mile delivery of electricity in every nook and corner of state. And Manipur logs 0 new COVID-19 cases and that in last 24 hours. State's recovery rate improved to 98.45%. That's all we have in this bulletin. Coming up next, we have IS Manipuri Primetime News at 9 p.m. Till then, good night.